Hi there, I'm Mead Bowen, and I will be showing you how to make copy paper look like medieval parchment paper. Now this method is a little different from the other ones I've given. This one will give a weather-beaten effect. It's not really something that you want to write on to give to your significant other, because it looks like you wadded it up in your pocket. But it does have its uses. So, it's the crumpling method. And if you don't have any tea, you should go out and buy some. What you'll need is some copy paper. You'll need some tea. This one doesn't really matter if it is bag tea or loose leaf tea. Although you should keep the leaves out of your tea. And if you want to, you should get some turmeric as well. It's a little known spice, but it blends well with the color of the tea and produces this yellowed effect that you might want to consider later. So what you'll have here is your copy paper. You'll crumple this thing up. So work out your frustrations, and you should dunk that in your tea. See, it doesn't really want to go down, so then you just force it with a butter knife, because it won't hurt it. And you just let that sit there for about 5 minutes, and you can experiment with the different time periods for, say, a darker color, but don't let it sit too long because it will deteriorate and eventually fall apart. Now, you may wonder why I'm holding this baking pan covered with aluminum foil, because it's perfectly alright to let your crumpled paper dry. After all, you can shape it while it's wet with your fingers. But for those who are impatient, such as myself, we can put it in the oven. So, if you are impatient, get your baking pan, cover it with aluminum foil, and take very carefully, my gloves, my poor gloves, take your piece of paper out of the cup and have this right near it so it doesn't make a mess, even though I'm making one. And unfold it as best you can without tearing it. If it tears, not a big deal. After all, these documents were far from perfect. They were animal hide, so they can't be cut, as well as our modern copy paper can. But once you've got that there, put it flat. And now we're going to take this and put it into the oven and bake it for approximately 8 minutes or until dry. And after your impatient selves have waited those impatient 8 minutes, you can be satisfied with the end result. You have here a very unique and very wrinkled piece of medieval parchment paper. And another thing is it has that nice dappling effect from crumpling it up in the tea. Now this isn't the only thing you can do with a crumpled piece of medieval parchment paper. You can also add turmeric, as I said before, which will give it that yellow grain to it. So, with my little friend here, 1/8 of a teaspoon to be exact, you mix that in with the tea and then put the crumpled paper inside. You get this result. You can see how the yellow really accentuates the creases and folds in the paper. Yellow is good for, say, giving the effect of it being yellowed from being in the sun too long. I'm sure you've seen that happen with some newspaper cartoons you've left on the fridge in the sunlight. Anyway, I'm Mead Bowen, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're looking for other ways to alter copy paper to make them look like a different sheet of medieval parchment paper, please check out my other videos, the coffee method and the tea bag method. Again, thank you very much and have a great day.